Hey guys, it's Jamie Scrimger here, and you're listening to my podcast. I'm a wife, a mom of one, a stepmom of three, a coach, an entrepreneur, and a conversation opener, bent determined to live a kick-ass life. You are looking for raw and real conversations and are striving to live your very best life? You are listening to the right podcast. Life can be hard, really, really hard. But I believe that it's possible to thrive amongst the tough stuff. In fact, I'm grateful for all life's challenges. I really, really am, because I really believe that overcoming the tough stuff makes life that much better. Each week, I am going to bring you tips and strategies and mindset shifts that will inspire you to live your own version of kick-ass life, while bringing you along as I create my own. Thank you so much for listening. Let's dive in. Hello. It's been a while. It has been a while since I released a new podcast episode. Actually, this is the first episode after summer break. We take a break basically every summer. And to be honest, I really struggled with this episode. As much as I'm excited to come back and I love doing the podcast, I really struggled to get my words together for this episode. So here I am recording this episode at 5 a.m. in my PJs, no bra, big glasses on, messy hair. Just want to give you a visual here. I had the house to myself last night. Darren took the kids to the lake so that I could get some stuff done. And I ended up saying, screw that. And I just ate a big bowl of pasta, had a couple glasses of wine, read my Nicholas Sparks novel, and just went to bed early. And it was so good. And more on that later, because I did not realize how much I needed this. So where do we start for this episode? It is September. For us, the kids are going back to school. Can I get an amen? I am so grateful. They are going back to school. Here's your mask. Here's your hand sanitizer. It is time to go. And this year for the moms and stepmoms, I feel like it's the new year. It's the mom new year. And especially with all things COVID, life has been just off for everyone. And even though we're not back to normal, or I don't know, maybe this is our new normal, I think that everyone is feeling the need to get some structure and routine back. And let's be serious, the kids have been home for 6 months straight. Life has been mayhem, for us at least. Now, I personally enjoyed a lot of things about COVID. I really, really did. And there's some things that I'm kind of sad about. I loved slowing down. I loved how it gave us the space to put things into perspective, and I had more time with my family. Darren was working from home, which I really, really loved. And there's just more space in the calendar. But man, there were some things and some days that were just freaking painful. And, if I can avoid having to have a teenager home and have to get them out of bed every single day and try to make them do their schoolwork on their own, man, God help us. So kids are going back to school. I'm feeling good. It's time to get the show on the road. And last fall, I did my first episode was all about what I'm focusing on right now. And you guys really loved it. So I'm going to do something similar today. I'm going to share what I'm focusing on right now, where my head's at. And just to give you a warning, it's not going to be the typical, you need to wake up early, you need to exercise, you need to purge your house, kind of get back on track podcast episode, which by the way, they're all great things to do and will definitely help. But this is just an honest conversation about where my head's at right now. And it's a bit of a different one. So first, I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys. I spent the better half of this summer really, really struggling, and just struggling because I could not shut my brain off. I have been really struggling with this platform, what's next for me, what I want to do, where I want to go, if I want to do anything more with it. I've just been really thinking and probably overthinking what I actually want. And I still don't know. I still do not know. And what I do know is it's not about what other people think I should do. It's what I want to do. And I think that's why this has been so tricky for me, because it's so easy for us to get caught up thinking that our goals and what we want for our life should match up what everyone thinks we should do with our life when, it's not always aligned. So I've been asking myself, what do I want? What feels right for me? And like I said, I don't really have an answer. It's a real work in progress and something I've been thinking a lot about. But I know I'm ready for change. I'm ready for a pivot. And I just don't know exactly what that looks like. And it is freaking uncomfortable. Really, really uncomfortable. But If you can relate to that, I think it's really important that we just sit in that discomfort for a bit, because when you're feeling uncomfortable or you feel like you're nervous or feel like you're kind of going to puke about something, that's when the good things happen. Like I've never just, I don't know, the tough stuff is always worth it in the end. So I'm sharing this for you because I really want you to start asking yourself questions like this too. Whose rules are you living your life by? When you're 95 years old, looking back on your life, how are you going to feel? Whose life are you going to have lived? And now there's going to be people who are listening to this and are going to be like, Jamie, she's getting pretty deep for the first episode. And yeah, maybe it is. Like I said, this is why I struggled. But, you know, if you have to rewind and listen to this part of the podcast episode again, if you're kind of foggy on what the heck I'm even talking about right now, please do it. But please, please think about it, okay? Because you need to live the type of life that feels good for you. But before you can start doing that, you got to figure out what you even want. And it can be a really hard thing to do. So more on that, I'm going to expand. But the second thing I've been doing is a task audit. And I've been looking at the things that I do personally and in my family and my business and my relationships and asking myself, is this moving the needle? Is this getting me closer to what do I want, how I want to feel, and why am I even doing what I'm doing? And sometimes we can get caught up in all the things that we think we should be doing when it's bullshit. It's not helping our life. It's not getting us closer to what we want to achieve. And it's not aligned with who we are. So I am all about asking myself, why am I doing this? Does it matter? Again, whose rules am I living by? We get so wrapped up in the whole mentality that a good stepmom should do this, or a good stepmom should do that, or a good wife, or a good friend, or a good employee needs to. Like, who freaking said? Get what I mean, guys? Like, who freaking said whose rules are we living by? And I've talked about this before, and I've heard this from Jenna Kutcher, but the time and energy that we spend on something is time and energy we are never, ever, ever going to get back. It's gone. And think about the things that you say yes to because you think you should do it or because it's what others expect of you. What you're doing is the things you're spending your time and energy on getting you closer to where you want to be and how you want to feel. Like, do a task audit. Like, what is getting your time and does it freaking matter? Third thing, batching tasks. This is a more tangible tip here. And I was trying to figure out how I was going to explain batching for those who aren't familiar, but task batching is the act of batching similar tasks together and doing them all at once rather than addressing them sporadically. And I just got that off of Google because I couldn't quite find the words. But I've been doing this in my business and it has been game changing. I'm so much more productive. My time is managed so much better. I'm more organized. It's just, it feels so good. And to give you an idea, like instead of me doing a video or recording a video every single week and then scrambling to get it out, I'm batching 4 to 6 videos in one morning and getting it done. And instead of recording podcasts just sporadically when I can book the guests, I'm recording podcasts all in one week or sometimes 3 to 4 episodes a day so I can get ahead. So I'm really, really batching my tasks. And I'm starting to do this in my personal life too because it's been so effective in my business. So prepping food and preparing meals for the week all in one day. Designating a day for laundry instead of doing it all the time and feeling like you can never catch up. Having wife days. And I know some people don't like when I call it wife days, but it's just when I run my errands and get groceries and make all the calls. And it's not to say my partner can't do that. He totally can. It's just kind of how we divide things up. But doing errands all in one day instead of, sporadically throughout the week or having days allotted for your personal appointments. Like, stop with the multitasking whenever possible because it saves so much time when you're focused on one thing instead of switching between a bunch of different tasks, because the time it takes to switch between the tasks takes time, right? And add that up over the course of a lifetime. It's a lot of wasted time. All right. So the last thing is alone time. And I talked about this at the beginning because I think I have less than 24 hours alone, but it is freaking bliss. The last thing I'm focusing on is getting more alone time. Last night showed me just how much I need the space and the quiet. And it surprises people. This surprises people about me, but I love being alone. Oh my God, do I ever love being alone? I could spend days alone and not talk to a soul. Like, I think I can be extroverted and I love having conversations and love connecting with people, but I do need to recharge afterwards. So I think you would classify me as an extroverted introvert. So for example, when my husband needs to recharge or blow off steam or just feels super overwhelmed, he needs a boys' night or he needs to go do something, do an activity and just kind of get out. And I, on the other hand, just need silence, a pen, a notebook, maybe a good novel, bottle of wine, and I am good to go. So I'm going to start to ask for that more. I'm going to start to ask for that on a regular basis. I'm going to ask for alone time and I'm going to take that alone time and I'm going to give it to him in return. And I know there are going to be moms and stepmoms who are listening to this and they're like, well, Jamie, that's really nice for you, but that's not possible for me. I can't get alone time. That's bullshit. Okay, it's bullshit. Stop telling yourself that. It's not true. You can get some alone time. You can ask for help. You can get creative. You can swap nights with your partner. You can ask a friend, a family member, get a babysitter. Like you can, but you're so wrapped up in what you should be doing or what a good mom or stepmom should be doing that you feel guilty for it, and you shouldn't feel guilty. So stop making excuses and find a way to take care of yourself and give yourself what you need. It's what you need too. So we forget that. So that's it for this episode. Those are the 4 things that I'm really focusing on. It was a bit of a rant. It was a bit of a ramble. Maybe it didn't make sense. Maybe you need to listen to it over again. But I really want you to start asking yourself these questions too, because I think it's really, really important. And, the one thing that COVID has taught us is that tomorrow owes us nothing. Nothing is guaranteed. We can't take anything for granted. So I think it's really important we stop living our life according to other people's rules and just considering other people's needs. We need to take care of ourselves too. And so that is what I'm going to be doing. And I hope that you're along for the ride too. So as always, be sure to let me know what you think of this episode over on Instagram. Head to iTunes, leave a review, and share it with someone who you think needs to hear it. And I'm going to chat with you guys in the next one. Thanks for listening. Okay, guys, if you like this podcast, please do me a little favor. Take a second and subscribe on iTunes, and then screenshot this podcast, give it a share in social media, and tell your friends what you think. And hey, don't forget to tag me so that I can thank you for helping me spread the word. Thanks so much, and I will talk to you next week.